Peace be to you all. This is Omar Abdul Malik, physician assistant / associate and health educator. So it is September 11th, 2021 as of the shooting of this video. That's the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attack on the Twin Towers in New York and the Pentagon. So I wanted to just share an anecdote of what I experienced on that day. Um, I was working my first PA job at Howard University Hospital, and I forgot if I was with a patient or not, but I didn't have access to a television. So I heard some commotion, and I guess among the different staff, and they said, well, uh, a plane has run into one of the towers in New York. So I rushed to a television, and then I actually saw the second plane go into the second tower, and then that's when I knew that it wasn't an accident. That this was actually some type of terrorist attack. I didn't know who did it or what was going on, so our boss just told everybody to go home. But the thing that happened is that everybody went home at the same time. Everybody in D.C. at that time was trying to go home, so the streets were blocked. Now I was on a bicycle. That's how I was commuting to work at the time. I lived close enough to Howard University Hospital that I could just bike. I lived in Foggy Bottom, which was actually near Arlington, Virginia. So then the Pentagon was there. And I called my wife. I had my first cell phone at the time. It was about the size of a brick. So I called her and told her, that, oh, look, I don't know what's going on, but I'm on my way home. And that's where I found out about the Pentagon, the attack on the Pentagon. Well, I wanted to go help, but at the time we had our son, who's now 21, he was 1 year old at the time. So she actually begged me to just come home instead of going to see how I could help. And I didn't really, that was probably for the best actually, because I didn't know what I would have done once I got there. I might have even gotten in the way. But as I was coming home, I could see and smell the smoke from the Pentagon, and there was you could see the Pentagon from the Key Bridge. We lived in Foggy Bottom at the time, which is down the street from the famous or infamous Watergate hotel of Nixon fame. And where we lived was about 15 blocks from the White House, and 10 blocks from the International Monetary Fund building. So any of those places could have been attacked also. So it probably was best for me to go ahead and come home, because nobody knew exactly what was going on. Like, were there other buildings that were going to be targeted by the terrorists? Nobody knew who the terrorists were. I remember seeing one man shout into the camera, let's bomb somebody, damn it. He was like, well, who are you going to attack? Nobody knew if there was it a coalition of countries that had attacked America, or just a single person, or who had orchestrated the whole thing. We found out details later, but that was. I just went home and watched the rest of the events unfold on television. But obviously really stuck with me. Yeah, my wife and I, we're Muslim, so it kind of affected us on a personal level, because when it was found out that unfortunately it was attributed to groups of Muslims who had attacked the U.S., there was a lot of anti-Muslim sentiment. So friends and family were telling my wife, if you go out, don't wear hijab, don't wear your hijab. And she was like, no, I'm wearing my hijab anyway, I don't care. But so it affected us that way, and unfortunately, there were a lot of some very ugly and evil follow-up events where people were attacking who they thought were Muslims. A couple of Sikhs, Sikhs wear the turban, but they were killed. And I believe some Hasidic Jews were attacked also, but that was one of my memories. Yeah, but yeah, I hope that this is a time where Americans come together, and humans in particular, to try to remember people who were killed in that horrible attack. It was horrible watching people jump from the towers. Rather than burn alive, they jumped to their death. I know there's a lot of conspiracies behind who exactly did it, and was it an inside job and so forth, but I don't know anything about that. I'm a small mouse in the big scheme of things. You hear a lot of things, but a lot of people unfortunately lost their lives, were taken horrifically. But that's my memory. I'd like to know what your memories were of that day, if you were even alive during that day, or how it affected you, especially if you're a healthcare worker. Okay, that's it for now. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Peace.